I worked at Publix, okay? Publix, where shopping is a pleasure. Publix is a grocery chain from Florida up to West Virginia or something like that. Publix, we get paid more there than regular grocery store workers, so that we're a little more pleasant, right? Publix is pretty great. Publix lets you do whatever the fuck you want. I worked there, it was okay, but the customers, oh my fucking gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, you've seen a rotisserie chicken before, right? It's a whole fucking chicken. People eat the whole chicken and bring the bones in and say, I don't like this, can I have a refund? And you have to do it. You have to fucking do it. You have to. The customer is always right. Bitch, you ate the whole chicken. When did you decide that you didn't like it? Was it with the first wing that you ate? Did you eat both of the legs and say, oh, it's not that great? No! I would not do it. When they were like, I want this refund, I would just say, no, I'm not going to do it. Learn a lesson. Stop being a piece of shit. Stop. The best place I ever worked at was when I was working at Barnes & Noble, and my manager always had our fucking back. And we had people that would complain about that shit, and they'd be like, I don't like this. And I would say, well, I'm not giving you a refund. Can I speak to your manager? Yes, you can. My manager would come down. My manager was a fucking bad bitch. He was fucking great. He would come down, and they would say, I ordered this and I didn't like it. And he goes, then why'd you drink all of it? Bitch, if you had an answer for that, I don't think you do. And then he just wouldn't refund them. Ha! Get wrecked. That's why I fucking loved him. Booyah is correct. One time, my favorite story, this guy comes in, and my friend was working. Let's call her Megan. Megan was working, and the guy comes in and he goes, I want a nice latte. She makes it for him. He gets it. He says, I don't really like this. Can I try it hot instead? She goes, sure, let me do that for you. So she makes him a hot one. And he goes, actually, I don't like this. Can I just have a refund? And she's like, I can't do that without manager approval. And he goes, why are you being such a bitch? He called her a bitch. So, we had, oh fuck, not Versailles. We had little headsets, right? So she was like, okay, let me call my manager. So she goes in the back and she calls our manager and she says, hey, this guy came in here, ordered these drinks. He wants a refund now. He also called me a bitch and he's not being very nice. Can you come down and help me? Boy, you fucked with the wrong manager. My manager fucking strolled down those stairs, walked up to that man. He says, what seems to be the problem, sir? And he goes, well, Megan here was being really rude to me. I asked her to remake my drink and she did it. And then I told her I didn't really like it, so I would like a refund. And my manager goes, what about the part where you called her a bitch? And the guy fucking did not know how to answer that. And he was like, I didn't do that. And my manager goes, yes, you did. And I will not have you speak to my employees like that, so you will not be getting a refund. So I hope you enjoy your drink, and please leave. Bitch! Oh my god. Oh my god. Phil, thank you so much. Got him. Called out. Try again, bitch. Try again. Try again, bitch. Try again. One time, this woman, she would come in pretty often. She was stealing. What she would do is she thought that the barcodes of the books would set off the alarm when you leave. So what she would do was rip the barcodes off of the books and stuff them in the chair that she would sit in. So we found a bunch of barcodes in there, and we reviewed the tapes, and we saw what she was doing. So the next time that she came in, my manager goes up to her, and he goes, I know you've been stealing. She goes, no, I haven't. and he fucking takes the bag of barcodes that he saved from all the times that she's come in, and he dumps them on the floor in front of her, and he goes, "Yes, you have. I've seen you on the tapes, and here's all of the barcodes that you've been ripping off of the books that you've been stealing." And so she got up, and she starts to leave. And she was sat at the back of the store where she thought we wouldn't see her stealing. So she had to walk all the way from the back of the store to the front, and the whole time, my manager was shaming her. He goes, "Don't you ever come back to this store. You've been stealing this whole time. How dare you steal from us? How dare you?" Shaming her? Fucking walk of shame from the back of the store to the front of the store. Bitch. Try again. Not with my manager. Not with my manager. It was great. Oh my goodness. It was great. It was great. That was the best manager I ever worked for. We do. We do. When your manager has your back, I worked at that Barnes & Noble for 8 years, and the most amount of money I made while I was there was $8.50 an hour. He did call the police, but they weren't there in time. So the most I worked there, well, the most I made while I was working there was $8.50 an hour. The reason I stayed there for so long was because it was a good job anyways, and because I knew my manager always had my back. And so I was like, why would I ever want to leave? Until I went to college, and then until I was finishing college and I got another job that was full-time. I worked there from the time I was 17 till the time I was 25. Also, while I was working there was a police officer that would frequent the store because he worked in the precinct nearby. Was the job easy to get to, too? It was alright. He would come in a lot with some of the other officers, right? I was 17, working in the coffee store. And he would come up to me, and one time, he would say some kind of like borderline weird things, right? One time, he bought a tea, and we had to shake them in the shaker. And I was making his tea for him, and he goes, "You're gonna shake my tea, huh?" And I was like, "It's how we make it, sir." And I gave him his tea. The next time that he came in, it's an iced tea. The next time that he came in, I was buying a book for my SATs, which are, if you're not familiar, in America we take the SATs at the last year of high school in order to go to college. And he saw me buying that book, and he goes, ow. He goes, "You're in high school?" And I said, "Yes." And he goes, "How old are you?" And I said, "I'm 17. And he goes, "I am so sorry." Bitch. Fucking weirdo. Go! Get out! And ever since then, I worked there for 8 more years, so I had to see him. Exactly. Exactly. The amount of shit that I had to put up with there was ridiculous. I had this man that would come in, and he would say, "They've bugged my car, they've bugged my house, and they've put a chip in my brain." And I'm like, "Ah, yes. I guess that happens sometimes, huh?" And I think I was still 17 at the time. He would be like, "You've got a really beautiful smile. I hate that. Please leave me alone. You've got a really beautiful smile." And he goes, "Do you walk to your car by yourself?" And I went, "No." And he goes, "That's probably a good idea. Because you wouldn't want anybody to, attack you or anything." And I was like, so I called the police, and then he got trespassed and he wasn't allowed back there again. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah. Yep. This is retail for you, okay? This is retail. Oh my goodness, oops, hot dog. Yeah. I know, it is. It really is. There was another time where this guy came in and it was like in the evening time. We would close at 8 p.m. and he came in at like 7:30 and it was dark out. And it was him and like 3 of his friends, right? And he's wearing one of those white tank tops that are like the undershirts. And then like jeans and whatever. And he was, of course, so classy. And I think I was maybe like 18 or 19. And he ordered a coffee with his friends. And he's like, do you guys accept tips? And I was like, no, we can't take tips, but thank you. And he goes, well, what if I just put the money on the counter? And I was like, I guess you could do that. And he goes, yeah, but if I put the money on the counter, are you gonna dance for me? Bitch? What the fuck is wrong with you? No. I just was like, I don't think so. And I gave him his drink and told him to leave. Why are people like this? Why are people like this? People are so fucking weird. Like, come on. I'm sure he was just trying to be impressive in front of his friends. But like, come on. Fucking weird. It was... Working there was an experience. It really was. I know, right, Adam? Goodness, yes, Angus. That was at Barnes & Noble. The other thing about Barnes & Noble is, and this happens at pretty much every Barnes & Noble, people are always jerking it in the bathroom. Or doing drugs! The amount of those sorts of things that we found in the bathroom. And then we had photography books. Photography has naked people in it. Get used to it. The amount of times we found those in the bathroom with the pages stuck together, we had to put them behind the counter and shrink wrap them. Come on now. Come on. Do you know how many times people would shit anywhere that wasn't the toilet? You'd be surprised. You would be surprised. Shit smeared on the walls. Shit in the trash right next to the toilet. Shitting in the sink. Shitting in front of the door to the bathroom. Shitting in front of the door to the store. All over the place. Always shit everywhere. One time, someone started shitting in the bathroom in their trousers. Walked from the bathroom at the back of the store all the way to the front of their store and left a trail. Welcome to America. Exactly, Marco, it does. Tycho! Oh, you're leaving? Is it too much because of the shit?